Hello and welcome to what should be the finale of my playthrough of Super Mario Galaxy, and in this episode I'll be collecting the 3 remaining stars, defeating Bowser once again so that we can do the 120 star ending, and then that'll be that. So without further ado, let's go. The first one of the 3, I'm glad it's this one first. It's Sea Slide Galaxy. I hate this star order pattern. It's horrible. Here we go. Purple coins by the seaside. I don't remember if you get any underwater ones. I don't think you do. Let's get across there now. I'm pretty sure most of the coins just do this shit. It's just a horrible start, to be honest with you. Not about how long that one is. Let's keep it going. This is why I hate this one, because it's so tedious. It just takes so long. Just want to make sure I don't miss anyone for a reason. That's another thing to be cautious of. Ooh, oh my god. We're at the 5-minute mark. So tedious. Grab this one first. So if I didn't make that would have been a very untimely death, and I would have been pausing the video. You can't break. Come on, get this shot done. Why not? Why not? 'Cause this wasn't worth the risk. So I should be on 99 in this. Let's see. 8 minutes, okay, that's not the worst. Points over here. It should be where the start point. It's just awesome. Yeah. Go over here. Hello. What is that camera angle? You can very easily fuck me over. It's gonna take only 10 minutes to make it back to you. Still got multi to do. It'd be nice if we could do gold leaf. It might be multi first. How's he gonna look? Doesn't even matter. It's up there, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Good idea. Probably shouldn't have lost the power, whatever it is. It's just so long. It pisses me off at how long that star is. It doesn't have to go on as long as it does. Some of the purple colours are really fun. And you get these tedious pieces of shit. Well, I got the 100th coin 2 minutes ago. Gold leaf doesn't take as long as honey hive, I don't think, because they use the power section instead of the main section. I'm pretty sure, unless it's the main section and the power section. I don't remember, to be honest. Is that the star we've got, or no? So gold leaf will be the final one. Alright, here we go. Time for the purple comet of my favourite zone. Oh yeah. Red hot purple corn. Here we go. Not even a timer either. I like it. Just purely for the love of the game. Oh no! I'm pretty sure it's perfect point here as well. if I've done that spin jump right. Yep, there we go. That was a good route that I took there. One left. There's a fun one to do. Again, that's my bias coming in, because I really do like Melty Longton. But let's go do Gold Leaf. And the final star. I don't remember how it goes. It isn't exactly like contact, it's just going to be a bull rope. Yeah, most of them are on this tower, so it shouldn't take too long. Can you get this theme? You always know it's a time, right? No point even doing the shortcut long jump. No, what is that angle? Jesus Christ. Should be done before a minute too long. There we go. These two purple coins took less time than to do Sea Slide. And that's why Sea Slide is just shit. It's just so long, so tedious. Most of the purple coins are fun, but yeah, here we go. Come here automatically, because that is the 120th. We now have enough star power to go to another world, but before that we must help your special one. Are you prepared to travel to the centre of the universe? Yes, sir! Alright then, off we go. So you have to do this in both galaxies. You do the final fights over and over again. And if we have enough time, I'll show off the storybook in the library as well. So this is how you unlock Luigi, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to do all 120 of Luigi again. I love that. It's really so weird to look at. Always loved how this final level adopts elements from a few of the other galaxies in the game. Every other playthrough other than my first playthrough. Oh, for fuck's sake, really? Every other playthrough other than the first playthrough I did, I believe yeah, first playthrough I think we got no stars, then yeah, I did most galaxies, then face battles, and then every other playthrough after my first one. Ow. Yeah, every other playthrough after the first one. Ah, yeah, I'm gonna die again. Get up, that's why. Get right. I'm not even able to say that once. But yes, every other playthrough after my first one, I just do Bowser 2, get through World 4. Because we died there last time, it's trying to be a bit clever. Can we not skip these? Looking for Princess Peach, too bad because she's with me. Here we go. Finally, you got it just in time to see the creation of my galaxy in the centre of the universe. Watch and weep. From this galaxy, I will rule a great galactic empire with Peach by my side. It will last forever. I will rule every pitiful corner of the universe. So Mario, as you can see, I got big plans and stomping you is at the top of my list. There's nothing changes dialogue-wise, but we want to do it again regardless. Getting now. I'm going to probably spinning. I'm going to stop spinning, but I was about to say. I ain't going to fuck about like I have. I'm not going to fuck about like I did first time. There's my face. Have that, Bowser. Bro's been absolutely cooked. This is what it looks like when you've already grabbed it before. There we go. Cutscenes again. I don't remember if anything changes. I don't think it does. Kaboom. Supernova. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. And of course, get this bit again. Do you hear the baby stars? These newborns will grow up to become galaxies someday. When stars die, they turn to stardust and scatter across the cosmos. Eventually that stardust reforms to create a new star, and so the cycle of life continues. But the cycle never repeats itself in quite the same way. So, we'll see. Yes, all new life carries the essence of stars, even all of you.
Welcome! Welcome, new galaxy!
Oh yeah. Bum, 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 bum. We can't skip this either. So we're gonna let the credits roll again. I'm gonna go lie down for this happens. Such a soothing credit sound to the fact. I guess you could argue they could have, I guess, put a few more Luigi stars in. You don't get much of Luigi. Well, 3 Luigi stars, of course, the last one, Battle Rock, the green star. You don't get any past the first 3 those. What a year for Mario, 2007. Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario. You can now play as Luigi.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
And this is the 120 stars cutscene. This is the one thing that is added.
Thank you.
I will watch over you from beyond the stars. Got its own little planet hub.
Super Luigi Galaxy.
You can now play as Luigi. Oh, lovely. Right, and there we go. Before we end it, I guess we'll do the storybook. So there we go.
Luigi.
Switch.
Mario.
But we're not going to do that because you have to get all 120 stars with Luigi. And then you can get 121st star with both. But that's too tedious. I'm not doing them all again as Luigi. On YouTube.
Oh.
Let us begin.
Let's do the storybook. Chapter 1, The Celestial Duo. Our story begins a very long time ago with a young girl. One day, this girl spotted a rusted spaceship holding a small star child. What's your name? Are you lost? The girl asked the star child. I'm Luma, and I'm waiting for Mama. She's coming for me on a comet, said the star child, who had been waiting day and night. Don't worry, I'll wait with you, the little girl promised Luma. At nightfall, the little girl borrowed her father's telescope and peered into the sky. She looked and looked, but she saw nothing. Hours turned into days and then years, but still the sky revealed nothing. Finally, the little girl sighed and said to Luma, if we stay here looking much longer, I'll be an old lady soon. But then she had an idea. Why don't we go out there and find your mother ourselves? The girl and Luma fixed up the rusty spaceship, and then the two set sail into the starry sky. And this is how the search for the Celestial Mother began. Chapter 2, Starbits. Days passed with no sight of the comet or even a single planet. Instead, asteroids extended for as far as the eye could see. If I had known it was going to take this long, I would have packed more jam, said the little girl, above the rumble of her belly. Before they left, she had packed all the essentials: telescope, butterfly net, stuffed bunny, spread milk jam, and apricot flavoured tea. But I forgot to bring water. At this, Luma burst into gales of laughter and the girl began to pout. As long as I have star bits, I'll be fine, said Luma. Want some? The little girl couldn't stay mad after hearing this. Luma continued to laugh and the girl couldn't help but join in. Alright, maybe just a nibble. Leaning far out of the ship, the pair began to collect star bits with the girl's net. They almost fell out a few times, but they kept on collecting. The star bits tasted like honey. Chapter 3, The Comet. Well, that's just a good way to end it, so I thought I'd do this all together. A beam of light pierced through the ship's window. Thinking it was the morning sun, the girl peered through the window, only to find a turquoise blue comet shimmering at her. The little girl shook the sleeping Luma awake and shouted excitedly, we have to get to that comet. The pair descended on the comet and found that it was made of ice. They looked high and low, but Luma's mother was nowhere to be found. Exhausted, the little girl sat down with a flop, utterly unable to take another step. Look! Peering down at the icy ground where Luma was pointing, the girl suddenly noticed clusters of starbits encased in the ice. Pretty good, huh? Finding starbits is my specialty, said Luma, beaming. There's ice here, but it's so warm. I bet there's water here too. The two decided to stay on the comet for a while. Riding the turquoise comet, the pair continued their search for Luma's mother. Chapter 4, The Dream. One night the girl dreamed about her own mother. Where are you going? She asked her mother's retreating back. Without turning, her mother replied, Don't fret, dearest. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always watching over you, like the sun in the day and the moon in the night. A wave of sadness washed over the girl. What about when it rains and I can't see the sun or the moon? Her mother thought for a moment before responding. I will turn into a star in the clouds and wait for your tears to dry. When she awoke, the girl's face was damp with tears. You have starbits in your eyes, said Luma to the girl. Wiping her face, the girl replied, These are tears, not starbits. I'm crying because I'll never see my mother ever again. At this, Luma began to cry too. The pair travelled through the starry skies, and though they encountered many other comets, not one of them held Luma's mother. Luma was despondent. Now, Luma, the rain clouds won't go away if you keep crying, the girl said, giving Luma a squeeze. I'll give you a present if you stop. The girl closed her eyes and said gently, I'll take care of you. With these words, she felt a small spark in her heart. Chapter 5. Home. The kitchen will go there, and the library will go over there, the girl said busily to herself. We'll put the gate here. Ever since the girl took Luma under her care, she'd been bustling about at a feverish pace. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it to make a happy home. It turned out that star bits weren't the only things buried in the ice. There were tools and furniture unlike they had ever seen, and the girl used to build the home. This is how the observatory was created. Looking at the completed house, Luma remarked, don't you think it's awfully big for just the two of us? With a library, bedroom, kitchen, fountain, and gate. It was certainly spacious, but still something seemed to be missing. If only my father, brother, and mother were here, the girl said wistfully. Indeed, the house was too large for its two small residents. That night, clutching her favourite stuffed bunny close to her heart, the girl fell asleep in the starship. Chapter 6. Friends. Then one day, while the girl sat sipping tea, a tiny apricot-coloured planet appeared on the horizon. From the planet, another Luma of the same colour emerged. Do you two know each other? The girl asked the two Lumas gleefully. Despite the girl's excitement, they seemed uneasy. The two Lumas neither drew closer nor backed away from each other. Instead, they just stared. Then one Luma broke the silence. My mama. At once, the apricot Luma parroted back. My mama, my mama. The two Lumas began to dance around the girl frantically, and neither showed any sign of stopping. The girl was so charmed by this adorable scene that she couldn't help but laugh, and that's when something very strange happened. Suddenly, more Lumas began to pop out from the apricot planet. They were different colours, but they all shouted the same thing, my mama, my mama. The sight of all the shouting Lumas only made the girl laugh harder. What am I going to do with all these children? The Lumas stared blankly as she doubled over laughing. I guess we'll have to name each and every one of you. Tomorrow, once she had finished moving them all, she would begin moving all the Lumas into the new house. Chapter 7. The Telescope. After seeing their 100th comet, a sudden thought popped into the girl's head. I wonder if my home planet is still as blue as it was. That's when she remembered her father's telescope. Peeking into the telescope, a tiny blue dot floated into sight. It was smaller than a star bit. How strange, it's so far away, but it feels so close. She twisted the knob of the telescope, then the blue dot grew until she could make out a grassy hill dotted with flowers. It seemed very familiar to her. Zooming even closer, a terrace on the hill came into view. I used to go stargazing there when I lived on my home planet. She remembered rubbing the sleep out of her eyes as she followed her father up that hill to look at the stars. She remembered how she and her brother would sled down that hill. She remembered having picnics with her mother on that hill on bright and windy days. And I want to go home. I want to go home right now. The girl burst into tears and the Lumas didn't know what to do. I want to go home. I want to go back to my house by the hill. I want to see my mother. The girl was shouting now, her face wet with tears. But I know she's not there. I knew all along that she wasn't out there in the sky because she's sleeping under the tree on the hill. The girl's cries echoed through the stars and a hush fell over the area. Chapter 8. The Wish. Though usually quite cheery, one day the girl became sad again. Luma drew close and tried to comfort her. Mama, you still have me. And don't be sad about your mama, because she's a part of you. That means she's always close by. It's like me, I love Starbits because they remind me of my ma. No, no, the girl said, unable to stop the tears. A lonely look flickered across Luma's face, but it was soon replaced by a wide grin. I have an idea. I will transform into a comet, a soaring comet that can carry you all on this journey. With that, Luma, trailing bands of white, soared high into the sky and just as quickly started to plummet back down. Kaboom, kablam, the ground shook and a bright light poured out of the crater that the Luma had created. The bands of light twisted together to form a comet tail, and then Luma emerged, reborn as a comet. The girl could scarcely believe her eyes, but how, she kept asking. Our destiny as Lumas is to transform into living things, said a red Luma who had suddenly appeared. Stars, comets, planets, we can become all of those things. When I grow up, I want to become a star that makes someone special smile, said a green Luma. The blue Luma chimed in. That Luma turned into a real cutie of a comet, didn't he? All of the Lumas together said, no more crying, Mama. Thank you, said the girl in a whisper, and she pulled the Lumas close and hugged them. From that day on, starbits no longer fell from the girl's eyes. The comet set forth for the girl's home planet, its long tail blazing proudly behind it. Final chapter, Family. With its many lumas and telescopes, the comet was quite a sight to behold. The girl and the lumas were proud to call it home, and this is of course how it got the name Comet Observatory. At a welcoming party for a new luma, the girl gathered everyone in the kitchen and said in a louder voice than usual, "Alright everyone, let's make a cake sprinkled with star bits, then it will be a star cake." The lumas excitedly began to gather the ingredients. As she watched the lumas scurry about, the girl smiled and thought to herself, "This is my family now, and I will stay with them until they're ready to leave the nest, and when they do leave, I'll see them off with a smile, because that's what makes a mother happiest." That night, when the girl lay down to sleep, a soft light enveloped her and reminded her of the blue planet she once called home. But it would be nice to return home once every 100 years to nap in my favourite sleeping nook. The comet carrying the lumas and the girl continues on its journey to this very day. With more family members in tow than can be counted, it's said that the comet visits the girl's home planet once every 100 years, its proud white tail glittering in the sky. The end. A beautiful story.
That's all.
That's all. My story is finished. Bom, 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 bom. And there we go. So that marks the end of my playthrough of Super Mario Galaxy. So, thank you for watching this episode of my playthrough of Super Mario Galaxy and the playthrough as a whole. It has been an absolute pleasure to play this game once again, as it was one of the first games I ever completed alongside Super Mario Galaxy 2. So thank you for watching. I'll be back, of course, with Resident Evil Requiem, continuing with that, and then eventually, just maybe, I will do Super Mario Galaxy 2. But until then, hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.